a very, very good evening. How are you all? I'm sure you all had a fantastic Diwali with family. And now it's time for Thursday for Toys. Yes, it's Thursday for Toys. It's been a month since we all met and we learned something new. We saw some new toys. So I am here, Hiran Bagadia, bringing to you Thursday for Toys, and I have such a beautiful toy to show you all. It's not a toy actually, it's a learning material, as I call it. Okay, it's a teaching learning material for children, and it's called Leaf Identification. And this is by the Braintastic Toys, whose head is Miss Priyanka. They are from Bangalore. I will be sending you more details about the same. And today, that we are going to learn about is all about the leaf identification. Now, this is one topic that generally we see children getting confused with, or they don't know how to go about it. That's when Priyanka thought about the leaf identification game. Yes. So let's see what this is all about. Now, if you see, the leaf is one of the most important part of plants. We all agree with that, don't we? And leaves produce food for the plant through the process called the photosynthesis. So till here it is very clear for the children as to how what is photosynthesis, but they have to just imagine that what must be working inside that leaf, that we are able it is able to produce food, right? So the leaves of different plants vary in size. They are not the same. Not all leaves have the same size, the same shape. They vary widely, whether it is in size, shape, and color. Now, most leaves are broad. If you see, the people tree leaf or any the banana leaf, they're all broad. They are flat and they have a flat part. So that's called a blade. That's called a blade. I will be showing you the parts of the parts of the leaf as well, and how we are going to make use of this learning material, that so that the children can know more about leaves. Okay, so we firstly you need to inform children what are the functions of a leaf, so that it becomes easier for them to know that what is a leaf, what are the functions of the leaf. And now we come to the parts of the leaf. So when we talk about the parts of the leaf, so we all know that the leaf, see, I have a leaf in my hand, and this is called the elliptical leaf. This is one of the simple leaf, and this is called the elliptical leaf. Okay, so we see this broad part over here, the entire broad part of the leaf, that's the entire part is called the blade. And generally it has a stalk. It has a stalk. The stalk is like a stem, and it's also called a petiole. It attaches this blade to the plant stem. It holds that little bit of thin stem kind of a thing that attaches to the leaf to the main stem. That's called a petiole. Okay, so a leaf has only one blade, so that is called a simple leaf. But if a leaf has more than one blade, see, if you see in this kind of a leaf, now there from one petiole I can see so many leaves around it, isn't it? So that's called a compound leaf. Compound leaf. So, these are the simple identification that we are going to help children with. And how are they going to do it in this? Okay, so if you see over here, now we know that the different types of leaves, some may be rounded, some are oval, some are spear shaped, some are heart shaped, some are triangular. Okay, so let's look. And leaves look like fingers on a hand, isn't it? Others are sharp like needles. Some have smooth edges, and if you see, some have others have tiny points, and they are like they are like the teeth, and it's like as if it's just going to prick us. And leaves can also have waxy or hairy coverings for protection. Okay, so now if you see the different kind of leaves, so over here it is mentioned as simple leaf, compound leaf. Okay, the simple leaf as well, the lobed leaf, and the compound leaf. So in that, depending on their shape and their the entire blade, okay, that's called the leaf blade. the names are given for the leaf. So how will children identify all of these? With this, see, the names of the same are written below. The names is the elliptical simple leaf, the ovate, the chordate, linear, oblong. Okay, so if I just say the names of these to the children are not going to remember. But if I show them like this, and if I have to just remove them, see, it has a holder from where I can just hold it. It's just like a puzzle, it's just like a puzzle. I just remove it and I can put it back. So the only the right shape one will go inside that leaf. Okay, so I have the chordate, I have the linear, I have the oblong, and I have the reniform. Okay, reniform, sorry, the reniform. So these are the different kind of leaves that are there. Okay, these are the simple leaves. So we learned that the simple leaves have only one leaf. We can only find one part of the leaf. Okay, so it can be again any shape. So if you see, the shapes are all different. This is a little rounded, this is a little oval. Okay, some are like spear shaped. Okay, so these are the different leaves that we can see over here. And then comes the lobe leaf. So again, in the lobe leaf, see, you can see these, this is like the maple leaf that we get, isn't it? See the edges. See the edges. The edges are called the margin of the leaf. The edges are called the margin of the leaf. So the child can actually feel the edges of the leaf, and understand that, oh, these are the ones that are differently lobed. Lobe means you can see the margin over here. The margins are different. It doesn't have a smooth finish like this leaf over here, the simple leaf. See the edges. It's a smooth finish, isn't it? It's just a smooth finish, but not with the lobed ones. Then we have the compound leaves, the compound. Now, if you see in the compound, from one petiole, you will find many tiny leaves around it. So it doesn't come as just one leaf, on with the petiole, with the holder of the leaf to the stem. That's called the petiole. So if you see over here, these are the compound leaves. So we have the palmately compound leaf, then we have the pinnately compound leaf, and we have the bipinnate compound leaf. Right? So these are the different leaves. Now, see, for the children, it becomes so easy. Anything that you give as a children for as a multi-sensory, it becomes easier for the children to understand. It is not only that they are listening and they are just seeing it, but over here they are actually feeling the shape of the leaf. They're able to understand what is the shape of the leaf. See, you can even give them, to keep this as a mold, and they can just draw a similar leaf around it, or they can just sketch it out the same way. Okay, so it becomes easier for them to understand. They draw it, they write it. So you see, multi senses are working for the children. They're even seeing, they're saying the name of the type of the leaf, and they're also even drawing. Right? So many things happening simultaneously when it comes to leaves. Now when you come to the margins, as I said, is the edges of the leaf. So that is also different. Like, say, this is the entire margin, which has a soft finish, a very, very soft finish over here. And this is the undulate. If you see the undulate, I will just show you this separately. See over here, it's a little wavy. Can you see the edges? It's a little wavy over here. And then we have the serrate. See the margin are the edges of the leaf. See over here how they are, isn't it? So different trees have different leaves. Now, why don't all trees have the same kind of leaf? Okay, so if you see, the leaf have different structures so that they can prevent water loss. It depends where that leaf or where the tree grows. Okay, so depending upon, like, if it's a cactus. Okay, so in the cactus, there's no water that is required because it stores water. Right? So the leaves also are according, they have a structure accordingly, that they prevent water loss, they transport all the compounds, they aid in gas exchange and protect the plant as a whole. So each tree has their own work to do. Each tree has their own work to do, and where the tree grows, everything, all the leaves of that tree depends on that. So if you see this margin, see the margin of this leaf. Whenever we ask you to draw a leaf, we just draw a simple leaf, isn't it? But now today we know the different shapes and structure of the leaves. This is called the lacerate leaf. Okay, so the children have to just simply place this. You can just remove this, and we also have a crenate. That's also a type of the leaf. So it becomes so easy to identify the different types of leaf: simple leaf, lobe leaf, compound leaf, and we have the margin leaf edges. So when a child is learning this, so this is generally for the older children. I remember in Montessori, we used to teach the parts of the leaf even to the smaller children, as small as the Montessori 3, that is the senior KG children. Not in so much depth, but yes, you can teach them the simple leaf and the compound leaf and the various shapes and sizes that the leaf come in, how the margins are different. All of those you can explain to the children with this simple game that is there. This is fantastic. My son has been enjoying this. The reason is because they have a topic on about leaves, and when this came along and he saw it, it became so easy for him to understand the different types of leaves and the different margins, why such leaf is called a simple leaf, why this leaf is called a compound leaf, why this leaf has this particular structure, why certain leaves are bigger, why certain leaves are smaller. All of those clarity that they get, right? And if you wish to purchase, if you wish to purchase this the leaf identification game, okay, you can connect to Miss Priyanka of the Witty Brain Toy. She's the founder of Witty Brain Toys Bangalore, and I have put down her contact number. This costs rupees 400 rupees only, and it would be a fantastic gift that you can give to your children to understand the different types of leaves. This is something that if you're a preschool owner, if you're a teacher, you can keep this as a learning material in your class, so that there is so much of clarity when when you're teaching a topic, right? So whenever I have always mentioned that whenever I bring across a game, what are the different things that I see? I see um, what material it is made of, isn't it? So I'm sure by now you all know what are the things that I look into whenever I am reviewing any toy or whenever I'm showing any material. Okay, the first thing is how useful it is going to be to the children, whether it is safe for the children, whether this is not made out of plastic or any toxic material, right? So over here you can see this is made out of wood. It's wooden. See here, this is the back side. Yes, so it is made out of wood. The colors that are used over here are the not the toxic ones. These are the simple colors. Okay, they don't run off. You can easily wipe it after the children have finished working with the material. If you're as a school or even in the house also, they can just do it. They can just clean it, right? And they have simple ones. See over here. See the grooves are also so well neatly done, so that the child can easily remove the part and just place it in its place. It's not going to be difficult at all. Not at all difficult for the child. So it's going to be really, really simple for the children to understand this particular toy, this particular material. And I have mentioned the name of Miss Priyanka along with her number, so that you can connect with her and you can place an order for this leaf identification. It is called leaf identification game, and as I mentioned, it costs only 400 rupees, and it would be really wonderful for our children to learn something new, isn't it? So every alternate Thursdays, I will be bringing to you beautiful games like these, activities which are going to use multiple senses. I try and use as many as 5 senses. Now, why do we need sensorial material for the children? Why do we need to have sense? use of sense whenever we are learning a concept, it becomes easier for the child or even for an adult to grasp whenever there is the use of more senses, right? So over here the child is reading, that means the child is seeing, okay, they're reading, okay, and they are touching, so you can see multiple senses that is used over here, just to learn a particular concept, right? So use multisensory activities as much as possible so that the grasping for the children and their memory retention is for a longer time. I hope you really like this game and you're going to place your order quickly. All right. Okay. So I am going to be bringing, the last time that we spoke was all about brains, isn't it? The parts of the brain. That was also so interesting for the children to learn. The same way, I'm going to bring you more. The next is going to be on the solar system. Yes, it's a fantastic game again by Witty Brain, or previously known as Braintastic Toys. And now they're called as the Witty Brain Toys. You can find them on Instagram too, and the name of Witty Brain Toys, right? And next, I'm going to bring you all about solar system, and there we are going to learn so many things in a nice way with a fantastic activity. Okay, so I'll hope to see you all soon, and I will do keep in touch. In case you want more information about this toy, you can write it down in the comment section, okay, and we will definitely revert back to you. All right, so have a lovely evening ahead. Thank you so much. Bye bye.